Hmm. Today's physics assignment, first question. What is first law of motion? First laws of motion. According to Newton's, there is three laws. Newton's first law, second law, and third law. Now we are talking about first laws of motion. First law of motion. Here we are talking about first laws of motion. That is, the object natural state is rest. We also call it as rest or uniform motion. Rest or uniform motion. Until unless we are applying external force on any object. A object which is in the state of rest continues its state of rest, and a object which is in the state of motion continue its state of motion. That is the first law of motion. And we also define in another way. No body can change its state of rest or motion by its own. No body can change its state of rest or uniform motion by its own. That is also called as first law of motion. That is also defined in another way. Any external force until unless applying on the object, rest is continuing its rest, motion is continuing its motion. Suppose take an object which is on the table. Okay. Now applying force in this direction, then it is to be moving. If at all any external force not applying, then even though some of the forces applying on that in this direction, in this direction, this direction, this direction, but the resultant force nothing but zero. Resultant force nothing but zero. That's why that object is remains in the state of rest or uniform motion. That is in terms of if vector sum of all the forces are acting on the object is nothing but zero, then only it remain in unaccelerated state or in rest or in uniform motion. These are the called first laws of motion. That's all. Okay. Next, coming to second question. Our second question is, why person traveling in a bus falls forward when the bus stops suddenly? The question is nothing but belongs to inertia of motion. Inertia of motion. Just I am writing the heading. Inertia of motion. Whenever a person traveling in bus, bus is in running state. Bus is in running state. Suddenly bus stops. But whoever inside the bus, the person suddenly jerks forward. That person suddenly jerks forward because of stopping the bus. The bottom part of the person means legs are in rest state, but the upper part of the person is in motion. Upper part of the person is in motion. That's why the person falls forward. The person jerks forward. And one more example. The fan is in running state. Suddenly we switch off. The fan is continuously running. Slowly it stops. It does not stop suddenly. That is another example. Okay. These are the examples for inertia of motion or inertia of dynamic inertia. Right? That is the second question. Next, come to third question. Third question, that is, the two objects have different masses. That is, one object is having 8 kg, another object is having 25 kg. Which is have more inertia? Which is having more inertia? Important one, remember that. Object 1, which is having weight 8 kg. How much weight? 8 kg. Next. Object 2, how much weight? 25 kg. How much weight? 25 kg. Very good. Now, before going to M1, M2 defining, we have definition. What is inertia? Then change natural state of the resistance of natural state of object. That is inertia. Measure of inertia is nothing but what? Mass. Measure of inertia, important one. Measure of Inertia. Measure of inertia is what? Mass. That is, a object which is having more mass, that object is having more inertia. So, mass is more. That indicates more inertia. Here, M1 and M2. Compare these two objects which is having more mass, M2. So, M2 is having more inertia. M2 object, M2 mass is having more inertia. By reading this question, we have to remember that measure of inertia is mass. So, more mass is having more inertia. Okay, next, fourth question. The question is, they gave some diagram. Okay, I will draw on board. Just observe carefully. This is one slope. The object is coming down. Another object, another slope. This object is moving upward direction. Another slope is straight line parallel. Object is moving in this. Okay. This diagram is given to us. We have to explain this. Take this slope. Object is coming down. While coming down this object, it increase the speed. It pick up speed because of due to direction of gravity. So gravity is always working towards down, center of the earth. That's why the both are same direction. Here object diagram A. In diagram A, speed pick up. Okay. Next come to B. Here that object moving in direction of opposite direction because of gravity is in downward direction. Object moving upward direction. So here the speed of object in diagram B is decreasing. Speed is decreasing. Here speed increasing. Here speed decreasing due to gravity of earth. Next coming to here. It is parallel to earth. In this diagram we have to observe there is no loss of gaining speed, there is no gaining speed, there is no decreasing speed. That's why object is remaining in rest or object moving with uniform motion. Don't mind, uniform motion means object is in motion, object is in rest only, that's all. Clear? That is question 4. Next question 5. Question 5, in that first option, when a carpet is beaten with a stick, dust particles comes out of it. When a carpet, take a carpet, okay, now take a stick, simply beaten the carpet with a stick, then dust particles from the carpet is detached, dropped from the carpet because of reason is inertia of rest. Till now the dust particles attached to carpet. At the time the particles are at rest state. All the particles attached to carpet. Until unless we are applying with a stick some force, then all particles maintain what? Rest. Suddenly we are beating with a stick, then all particles detached from the carpet. So we can tell that the reason inertia of rest. Due to inertia of rest, all the dust particles detached from the carpet. One more example. When suddenly just shaken a tree, then refined fruits are detached from the branch because of till now tree is state of rest. Suddenly moving, then refined fruits. The fruits are little bit weak, touching to branches. That's why they are dropping immediately. Right? That is the option A. Next coming to option B, another one. Luggage kept on the roof of the bus is tied with a rope. What happened? Generally, on the bus or car, we are tied our luggage with some rope. Okay, we tied with a rope. So in other case, we didn't tied with a rope. What happened? Yeah, bus is going on in this direction. This is luggage. This is luggage. Bus is in running motion. If at all we are not tied, first case, we are not tied, bus is running straight. While bus suddenly stops, then what about the luggage? Luggage is in motion, then luggage is in front of the bus. Right? If we tie with some rope to the luggage, what happens? Bus suddenly stops, even though bus is stops. Actually, the luggage is also in motion, but due to reason of tied with rope, that luggage is also in the state of rest. Then there is no loss. If we at all we didn't tie with a rope, then the luggage will be dropped in front of the bus. Okay, this is the reason for inertia due to motion, dynamic inertia. We can also call it as dynamic inertia. That's all. Thank you.